Hi guys, Kaiwai here and welcome back to Pokemon Omega Ruby Randomized Shiny Chesslocke. I think that's every word that's in that title. What a long one. Welcome back. Last episode might have been a short one, I have no clue, but I've got an hour to kill and so we're just gonna be chilling here in the Chesslocke. For those who missed it, last time I got a shiny Honedge as our starter. Named Girahim, and he is the king of the run. I probably ran through the Chesslocke rules really fast, so I'll be trying to remind everyone the rules of what different pieces do as I go along. But the gist right now is that the king has to stay in the party. He cannot die. If he does, we lose. And that's that. I'm going to start off today though by getting an encounter, because I will exclusively catch the first encounter. Oh, there's Goldark. Sick. Of every route. And those are what I'll be allowed to deck snap if I choose. Just so we limit our options a little bit here and there. I actually don't care about Goldark. I really hate Goldark as a Pokemon. Yeah, I'll catch it just out of principle. In the PC, I have two Mons. I caught a Slurpuff? Yeah, Slurpuff, because it has Sweet Scent. So we can use that for horde hunting very early. I was kind of like thinking, oh man, we're gonna have to find something randomly with Sweet Scent so we can start horde hunting, but we found something immediately. Don't name anything that we're not using. And then I went to go catch a Zapdos in the route above. So that could be our Mon that's super strong and we hunt with. But I found something else in that route that's a little bit stronger for just straight up murdering constantly. And I gave that false swipe already, so I did basically spoil what was in the route there and the route here. You can probably see it on the dex nav, even though it's not quite what you might think it is. And our catch here is playing. Yeah, alright, so this is what I mean by, like... Whoa! With the whole first encounter thing. Basically, that being what my hunter is gonna be is a Mega Beedrill. Permanently Mega. And, like I said, only Ubers or 600 plus BST Perma-Megas are banned. While that does ban, like, a load of Perma-Megas, Mega Beedrill isn't one of them, and I thought it'd be really cool to have a Mega Beedrill in the party, especially as knight. I tell you guys that I went too fast on the rules. I don't remember them, so like, it's okay. Let me see. Yes, knight. A knight would be really good in my opinion because like Beedrill gets a lot of really moves. Like Twin Needle, Fury Attack, Fell Stinger, like they're really low base power. But Mega Beedrill itself has a super high attack stat, so you can do like a Fell Stinger to finish something off, and now your super high attack stats even higher. I thought that'd be fun, but at least for now it won't be the case because I can hunt for Clang or Golurk. We'll get one more encounter here. If the next route also is a Mon that I don't want to hunt for, we might resort to doing a horde hunt very early on, because I don't want to go too far with just the king. We'll see. I think there's two 30%. Every route in the game has 3 separate hordes, being a 65%, a 30%, and a 5%, I want to say. So we could hunt here. It's very weird how consistent the screwing up of that texture is. I'm a little worried. Let's go check somewhere else, because I don't think I found the 5% horde probably. And so like we have the Jumpluff, Piplup horde area. We might have to take an L and just hunt for something really bad. And regardless of what with the hordes, like if I'm hunting for Piplup to be like a pawn or whatever, and I get a Jumpluff, like I have to take it. It has to be assigned a roll. Oh wow, the Ledians are fine. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna be real honest. Yeah, again, the font gets completely screwed up, and it's even worse when you don't have HD stuff, because it's just like a mess of upscaling blurry pixels, and it's super duper unpleasant. So while this is apparently buggy, I've never seen an issue like this before, it's better than illegible text, in my opinion. Even if it is really weird. I mean, at the end of the day, we know what a shiny looks like, and we know what a horrific mess looks like, but that does throw out my idea of Litleo and the Pyroar line having something special about their textures, because that was certainly something. I just want to know what our options are before we get this train like super rolling. I know that last episode was fairly short. Wachog? Bro, these encounters are hot ass. God damn. I'm not sticking around for this. I'm not risking getting a shiny letting and having to be like, alright, well, I guess that's a night. That's the other thing, though, is that with all this choice, I am definitely setting a rule. Like, normally in Chesslocke, every time you see a mountain, you have a choice of whether you're taking it or not. But if at any point we find a shiny, it's on the team. Like, if I found that Esper when I had Pokeballs, it was gonna be on the team. Man, his lighting's weird. I don't know. This is so weird. Hopefully a restart at some point will help. We'll see, though. Yeah, I gotta still go to work at some point today, but oh, she's fine. Yeah, you know, I just decided we could squeeze another episode. I'm genuinely surprised that Pyroar is female. I know that sounds dumb, but I remember that I found in a randomizer like this a male Meowstic that was the female form, and it was really weird. Like, oh, I was gonna do hordes, that's why I got confused. Because the Meowstic looked like the female one, but it had the male symbol on everything, and whenever I put it in the PC to heal, not the PC, the Pokemon Center, I guess that can also be abbreviated as PC, but yeah, when you put the Pokemon Center, wow, I cannot speak. When you put the Meowstic in the Pokemon Center, this was in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, it showed a Bulbasaur. I can't remember. I mean, it was technically a shiny Bulbasaur that it showed, but it was also a shiny Meowstic, I think. So it was whatever. I think I'm gonna move on though. I have absolutely zero interest in the Pokemon here, and I think we're gonna have to just find something else. Again, I don't... Oh, now my head's screwed up. It is one very consistent texture, too, by the way. Like, it is a yellow texture that it keeps trying to just pour over everything. I think we can Fury Cutter. It's neutral. And it builds up in damage as long as we don't miss. Wait, we do have to be worried about special attacks, though, because special attacks can be really scary. And we don't resist them nearly as much as we'd like to. But hey, it's okay. Because this thing is kind of weak, and we're a little higher level than we need to be, maybe, but I'd rather be safe than sorry when we only have one Mon. I know I have Swanson on me, but like, he doesn't really count. It's Swanson. I don't know. This is some pretty bad encounters, and when you have this option of choice within a Chesslocke and a Shiny Lock combined, it's like, I don't know, you can only catch a total of 16. What is this yellow texture that it is just spraying on everything? I feel like it might be Abra. It's really weird though, because if you look, the swirl on the hand is kept consistent, so it's like overlaying the texture on top of the original texture. Why is that happening? This did not happen at all yesterday in all of my soft resets. I don't know if something loaded improperly. I feel like we gotta restart the game. So I'll restart in a second, and we'll see if that fixes the issue, because that definitely looks funky, and it's definitely like one specific texture it keeps trying to overlay on lots of things. Alright, I'm back. Let's hope it got fixed. Oh shit. Mans is coming at me with a vengeance. Good old youngster Alan and his Glaceon. Please don't be yellow. Please don't be yellow. Oh god, it has to reload a lot of textures though. A lot of times when it's reloading textures for the first time it takes a bit, but once it gets the textures loaded, since they're large files, it just takes it a bit, but that's okay. Alright, Tail Whip isn't ideal, but if we keep building Fury Cutter stacks, it won't matter. So like this next one kills, and then the one after that will do a lot of damage to the next one. That's really scary. Please stop lowering my only good stat. I mean, my attack stat's good. Let's be real. This might take me level 10 though, maybe? Oh no, I'm already level 10. Oop. Marshtomp. It's level 2. Yeah, there we go. I figured 3 stacks of Fury Cutter, that thing's just gonna die. 32 bucks. That's awful. This just goes back. But Dizzy, are berries. Like I only found 2 berries and there's obviously 3 right there. That's kind of sad. And again. And because of my new rule with kings, I can't even let Girahim hold the Thornberry. So that's something. Illumio Skelet. Although I did realize that a King's Rock actually really is kind of a hindrance because, well, normally it's like an okay, kind of mid item. It's not great on Aegislash, who's slow as fuck. Who, like, literally has no speed, and we have a minus speed nature. It's just really bad because we will rarely ever outspeed anything unless we're kind of over leveled, which I'm trying not to be, and we have to outspeed to get a flinch. What the hell was that sound? Yo, what? That was the beauty flies there, but what the fuck was that? I did not recognize that cry at all, bro. That was crazy. Okay, well, I mean, I haven't got a first encounter, so I can sneak up on this thing. I think I recognize that cry, though, and I do not want it. Yeah, it's Electrike. This wasn't what I thought it was, to be clear, but, I felt that the cry was of a bad Pokemon. I'm not gonna try to cheat with that too much, but we'll see what a real random encounter is. Oh, wow, more bad stuff. Oh, no. That's not good. I'm not as big of a fan of that as one might think you might. Oh, I was supposed to catch it. That's whatever, I can catch this one. I'm not even gonna hunt it. What am I talking about? I'm not gonna hunt this thing. This sunburn freak. Also, it looks like restarting the game did fix the extra problem. Although I wonder if it is... Well, it wasn't necessarily caused by the hordes coming in, because we saw the Pyro with that issue before the hordes. But it wasn't the same yellowy texture. So I don't know. That was weird. That was a weird bug. I want to say it was like an Abra or something that kept getting overlaid, but it had some white to it too, I think. But I don't know. I guess, though, we're gonna have to get our encounter here in Petalburg Woods, and then, worst comes to worst, we're gonna have to horde hunt somewhere. Which means, you know, encounters that are still in the tables of these areas, but not necessarily otherwise. Also, Deep Sea Tooth. That's, is that the special attack one? Bro. I think Clamperl holding a Deep Sea Tooth is The funniest thing. Oh, also, Beelzebub was holding a Miracle Seed when I caught it, so we have that now, and I have the Everstones here. Yeah, we have access to those, even though we don't have a mon that can hold that yet. But yeah, I think that if we got a Clam Pearl, I would 100% use it with Deep Sea Tooth. Holy cannoli. I think you're banned, though, so we will have to re-encounter. I'm, like, pretty sure. Yeah, Mega Garchomp has a over 600 BST. That is... What a unit, dude. Yeah, I want to say that thing has, like, 700? Hold on, let me... You're banned, too, I think. Damn it. Wow. Garchomp, yeah, Garchomp Mega has 700 BST and Scissor has 600 exactly. Wow. That is the forest of Megas. That's a thumbnail moment. See, I don't need them on the team to do quote-unquote clickbait. And then we get Blitzel. Okay. Shit! Oh, man. He's in Little Cup with 295 BST and some of the most atrocious stats I've seen in a long time. Oh, that Zeb Strike is PU. Considering my options, though, something that's super fast and hits relatively hard, I don't know, maybe you'll get a good ability. I mean, as a Blitzel, it can be a pawn. So that is something to actually keep in mind. Is that a Blitzel can be a pawn. Which is... okay. It doesn't really feel like it's taking up an important slot. And I figured we'd go for, okay, that's kind of good. Intimidate. Like a pawn that can't evolve, so it doesn't lose Intimidate anyways. That might be what we go for. But I figured that we would go for, like, a pawn and something else, probably, before the first gym. So, while I can look over my options, a Metagross type, shit, well, again, only Perma-Megas that have those broken stats are banned. If we do at any point get a Metagross on the team, once we've unlocked Mega Evolution, then it is 100% okay to actually utilize normal Mega Evolution. Because it still takes a slot, a held item slot, and we still have, like, the one Mega Evolution per battle limit. The thing with Perma-Megas is that, like, yeah, Mega Garchomp's seen as worse Garchomp, but that's because Garchomp can hold an item while Mega Garchomp can't. This is now a 700 BST Pokemon that can now hold an additional item on top of that and just go to town. Blastoise. You have 3 Pokemon. That's not good. I didn't want to fight you, really. Snow Warning. Interesting take. I kind of want to SD up. I don't know if this is going to be a bad idea, but we'll see. Tail Whip. Okay. We need to just not miss her Fury Cutters. I kept calling it Fury Attack, I think. Alright, so that is exactly what I needed to not do. If you remember what I had stated before. That's great. We speed tie? That's awful. I need to kill you. You're just gonna really spam withdraw, huh? That's fun. I really need to land this one. There we go. That could have gotten pretty bad really fast, but thankfully he looked like he only knew Tail Whip and withdraw. I don't know. Also, I only took hail damage like once there? What was that? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something, but of course we missed the Fury Cutter. 95% accuracy, you'd think it'd be a little more accurate. I suppose we haven't missed any until like really recently, but that's still pretty good. Yeah. Alright, there's the special attacks. That was... wait. Oh, that was Thunder Wave. I thought it said Thunderbolt. I can't read. It's okay. That sucks, though. Let's just not risk a miss. There's a Thunder Shock. I think that's what it said. I don't know. We have +1 attack still, even after that growl as well. The paralysis kind of sucks. Yo, it's the Clan Pearl! Dude, honestly, I would love to have a Clan Pearl with a Deep Sea Tooth. Yes, it is really slow, but it surprisingly has a monstrous special attack stat, and it's actually a really cute Pokemon. So while I wouldn't be able to keep it as a pawn, because it has to hold an Everstone, I don't know, we would do something with it. I would probably teach it Surf, because all HMs are compatible. And we'd have it go to town with, like, we'd make it like a Rook. If I found Clan Pearl, I would 100% make it a Rook. And then we, just destroy it. Hello, Blitzel. We destroy things with it. No, we don't just nuke the shit out of a Clan Pearl. But also oh, Airlock! That's why! Okay. It did help us once, wouldn't you know? Armor Fossil. That Weedle? Caterpie? I think it was one of those two. A little Caterpie, that's funny. Yeah, I think going for a Blitzel pawn would be the play. Although, ooh, I almost ran right into him when we were paralyzed. I just want to get back unscathed. Oh God. There we go. We're good. We're good. No problems whatsoever. But yeah, I'm really excited about some of the future things that we could grab that aren't these. I'm really bummed that, you know, the one Perma Mega I actually did find that we could have wasn't my first encounter, and then we found a whole bunch of Perma Megas as our first encounters that can't be used because I'm banning them specifically so we're not sitting there at the gate. Because, like, I could hunt a shiny Mega Garchomp and then make it like a queen if it was female, and then sit there and stomp everything and be like, oh wow, game easy, GG. I don't really want to do that. I don't think it's fun. But a pawn Blitzel that actually has Intimidate, I think, has a lot of value. Because we can still do pivoting by, hey, if I have a bad stat decrease on Girahim, then we can just simply bop out, go into Blitzel, lower their attack, and then switch back in, and then they hit less hard, and my stats are now back to how they should be. Complements the already really high defense stat. Like, physical attackers would be fairly shut down by the team. We would just need something who's a bit more especially bulky, so incoming Blissey Hog, maybe? I don't know. But we're gonna check out the hordes here too, because I have no clue what's going on. Oh. I probably won't horde hunt here, because again, I don't want to catch those Dialga hands. I'm not about that kind of life. Basically, every box legend's banned, to be clear. I think in the first episode, I'll try, when I say what's banned, I'll just put a very quick list that pops up visually of every mon that's banned. I did add the clause for the Perma Megas that were in Ubers are banned, except for Perma Megas that rely entirely on their ability to be good, which means that Mawile, Kangaskhan, and Sableye aren't banned. And while you could make an argument that Mega Blaziken and Mega Gengar were mostly Uber because of their ability, I don't really care, because they have a 600 BST or higher anyways. So it's just semantics at that point, and as someone who was not involved with Showdown or the meta at all at Gen 6, I really could not care less about the argument. It's just, I'm trying to do a blanket ban that's a slightly smaller blanket than all Perma-Megas and all Legendaries and Mythicals, because I still want some exciting Pokemon, and not all of them deserve it. Like, imagine going, oh yeah, permanent Mega Audino's banned because Christ, Mega Audino is just too strong. Like, no. Though I will say it's funny because I made a comment about how Aegislash is like literally UU in Sword and Shield meta, and I guess they're doing the third suspect test of Aegislash and UU. Holy Dodrio. Why? I guess Dodrio's a really laggy model. Christ, it's running at half FPS, dude. What the hell? Alright, well, damn. That is some slowdown, bro. Oof. I can't even run. I am not horde hunting here if Dodrio hordes are gonna literally eat alive the fucking CPU. Like, wow. This is why Citra needs to be dual core, but whatever. Let's help this guy before ending off the episode. I don't think I'm actually ready to end it off. I don't know. I want to be able to get Amon. Like, I want to hunt Blitzel here before ending it off. But, like, I know that if I start hunting now, I probably won't finish the hunt before I have to go. And then I'm going to have this huge segment between the video parts. And I don't really want to do that. I'd rather just be like, hey, while I was gone, I got a shiny Blitzel who is trash. I don't know. If it doesn't have Intimidate, which there's a very good chance it won't have it, and then I'll be sad. Let's just go for, yeah, let's go for SD and then some tackles. While I'm taking extra damage, he is too, and I just have to hope that whatever he has isn't like super. That could hurt. Alright. Thankfully, we have a really good defense stat. This has to kill. Because we don't have a good way out of this. Please kill. Okay. That was a little closer than I would have liked it to have been. Wow. Wow. Sheesh. A lot of things using, like, Leer. Which is kind of fair. We're using SD. If I didn't use SD, we would have been done. Oh, he healed me. I didn't actually think he'd heal me. Okay. That gives us the EXP share. Is that the Mega Scissor sound? That's so sad that we don't get to use him. The EXP share is something I'll be using. But again, I'll just do my best to stick to level caps. If I'm getting a Pokemon who's really close, we'll just tone it down. Amon who does not have a cry? Question mark? Oh, it was Caterpie, I think. It didn't play the cry though, I don't think, originally. Yeah, it's just Caterpie. Whatever. I thought for a moment something cool was there. But no, it's just Caterpie and he deserves to be depressed. I forgot that Zinnia has a cutscene here randomly. I am gonna be honest. One of my first playthrough of this, I didn't even realize that Zinnia was an important character. I don't even remember if she shows up again after that until the Delta episode, but that's just my own stupidity. As much as I do really love Oraz, Zinnia feels like such a weird character. Has like nothing to do with the plot until the Delta episode, but they kind of want you to think that she's important, and even then, after Oraz released, her theme was everywhere, it got into Smash, and they really acted like for a while that Zinnia was this really important figure in the game, and I just don't get that. I don't want to fight these guys because I don't have 2 Pokemon really, but they'll fight me because I have technically 2 Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know. Zinnia is kind of a weird character. They really, really like her. They being the Pokemon company. And I just think that it's kind of weird. Also, again, this could suck, because we don't have any ghost moves, and finding a ghost type is really, really, really bad. Nightshade? You have to use that at least 3 more times to kill me. I need to literally never miss a Fury Cutter. Oh, Spite. That's good, because that means that SD is just got less PP. And no, don't do that. I mean, you're using Nightshade, so that might not matter. Okay, well, we have to hit this, because we can't land tackles. Full restore might not matter as much as long as we don't miss. Yes, okay. It was enough to kill. That could have been worse, as I said. That's why we need to just, right now, get something. So even a Blitzel would count as something, because I just simply cannot live with that being bad. So 104, does it... Oh, I guess I never... I thought this is the route with Helioptile. Does this route have a different encounter table? I thought this was always the same area. Hold up, I'm confused. Does this have a... If this... Like, we found Dialga and Electric and Helioptile here. Like, I would take a Crocodile. For sure. Like, if our Mons before the first gym are Crocodile and Blitzel, I'm down to clown with that. I'm just confused if I thought this would be the same place. Hold up, I'm confused. I mean, that was obvious, I suppose. Hey, Route 104. South. Trainers. Okay, I guess internally they're listed as separate encounter tables. I don't know whether to count this, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I would really like to use this, but if that also means that we can at least separately horde hunt here, so we're not breaking my very lax rules to begin with, then maybe that's what we'll do, because, again, Crocodile's really strong. Oh, Pursuit? Oh, hey! We have something to do with ghost types now! I don't need Metal Sound. I literally have no special attacks and a really terrible special attack. Pursuit's quite fine. And then Swanson's here, and the Blitzel that I don't give a shit about's here too. Look at that. The Intimidation Pokemon. I wonder what ability he has. Because if Crocodiles have access to pretty decent abilities, then I would say that, yeah, Toxic Boost isn't, like, particularly amazing, although we can prep ahead for it. Okay, so never mind. Toxic Boost can be good. We have the capabilities of making it decent. In this specific scenario. I'm gonna save, though, because that Dodrio scare was spooky, and no, don't save again. I would really rather it not crash while trying to load in 5 Dodrios at once. So let's see what else is here. Again, this has a different table entirely than, I suppose it's probably more fair game than the Dialga route. Like, there's Goldines, those cause depression, because they're hilariously bad. I don't really want most of these things. Again, I also tried, since I was gone, to randomize egg moves. So egg move might be random, and so if I do find a shiny through DexNav and it has an egg move, it might be a random one. I don't know where those are stored in the ROM FS though, and I might not be modifying the right one. Well, there we go. There is our next Mon, I guess. Because while we were scouting, we found a shiny. I saw him and I thought he looked a little different. That's not my first choice, for sure. honestly, 184 defense stat is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, I'm what, several levels higher than it, and after one harden from it and even a sword stance from me, it still tanked it. Like, that's pretty good. So we have to make you something, and I don't know what it's gonna be. But you're cool and kind of yellow. I almost want to make you a Rook just because you look very, like, stoic. You're like coffee table, just kind of like a castle. They're very similar concepts. No damaging moves with secondary effects is what that would be. But your main moves, an Ice Fang. Yeah, I mean, Ice Fang would not be usable, and that'll be like your main stab for a while. Because Ice Ball's really risky. And Icy Wind, I don't know. Icy Wind's not very good for you. And then we won't be able to use Bite or Crunch, but hold on. Ice Fang isn't Technician boosted. I mean, you don't get very good moves. And we can have it use Curse and, like, Recover. And then eventually we can have just, like, Avalanche and Crunch or whatever. Like, or Iron Defense. Yeah, since your moves pool is actually really lackluster, I suppose we'll make you a Bishop. That's not what I was anticipating adding, but you know what? A Bishop Avalugg, named... I don't even know what to name you, because you're... You know, I had one in draft once, and I named him the Table. This is concerning. You know what? Kind of named after a table. I think, just as a fun name, we'll name him COFEE. As you know, bishops are high members of a church, which have political links. Technician? Hold on. That changes everything. Will we make him a bishop? He hasn't done anything yet, because the rules are they just have to have a role before they participate in battle. I think if it has technician, it has to be a knight. Also, L with the nature. Like, damn, that's bad. We have to make him a knight. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, oh no, we miss out on Crunch. But Bite's now basically a stronger Crunch. Yeah, and while we wouldn't be able to use Ice Fang, it still lets us use Avalanche. And get a lot of power out of it. Okay, yeah, I've changed my mind. It's whatever, it's a knight. I like how it's literally I was like, oh man, he would fit as a Rook so well, but now, no. That won't be the case. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I will come back stronger. Next episode, I will have the Blitzel I was hunting for, probably. And then with 3 Mons in tow, we'll be able to take on that double battle and approach Roxanne, probably, I imagine. Like I said, I only wanted to really do 2 hunts before doing Roxanne, so I don't think we even want to bother with that top right stuff until the Pico arc. In which case, we'll do that after Roxanne. So next episode, I think our goal will be fight Roxanne, maybe see if we can level up Blitzel from being a pawn, but I don't think that'll be necessary. I think our king and our knight and our pawn will be just enough. So thank you guys for watching. I've got to get out of here. You guys...